Hey everybody, welcome to AmericanTrucks.com. I am Justin, and today we are talking to Stephen about his 2020 Ram 1500. Stephen's rocking the 22x12 RBP 80R Scorpion wheels. Negative 49 millimeters is the offset, guys. Very aggressive. Tire is a 35-12-50 R22 Fury Country Hunter RT. Now, making it all possible will be the Zone Offroad 6-inch suspension lift kit, along with the 2-inch MotoFab front spacer and Vertex adjustable coilovers and rear shocks. So, Stephen, a long list of parts to talk about today, my friend. Appreciate you joining me, but what were you trying to achieve with your Ram through this setup, sir?
I love driving lifted trucks, and I bought this one back in November of 2019, and I knew I had to lift it right away. So Zone is a very good company. I love their lift kits. I've used them before. The Rough Country Vertex coilovers are phenomenal. They make the truck drive like a totally different truck. And my wheel and tire package, I did that because it's a little bit different than what most people run.
I'd say so. Let's get into those wheels, because with the 22x12 negative 49, very aggressive, right? There's no doubt about that. What made you pick the RBP Scorpion wheels?
RBP is a phenomenal company. I have never had any issues. I've ran other wheels from them, and I've actually ran them all through the winter, and I do live in northern Pennsylvania, where we get tons of snow and salt and everything all over the roads. They clean right up in the springtime. I have no complaints with the way they balance out and everything. That's
awesome, man. Now, what is it exactly about the styling of that wheel? Because like you said, it is a very unique wheel. What was it about the styling of that one that you really dug?
It's so, I literally looked through a catalog and I found the wheels that I liked, and those were the ones I picked.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, why such an aggressive offset, that negative 49 with the 22x12? Very aggressive. Why go that aggressive with that setup?
I like the bulldog look, as everybody's calling it. I like the, where the wheels stick out from the fenders a little bit. It is a little harder on the paint, as you've probably heard in the past, but I just like the way it looks.
That's awesome, man. Now, as far as the stance, we talked very aggressive, that bulldog look. Now, to me versus, or to you, that stance versus a stock stance, I mean, there's no comparison, right?
No comparison. No comparison. I'll take where I have to clean the truck every time I drive through a puddle any day of the week over stock.
I like that. That's what I like to hear. Now, tires. Let's talk about the 22s. The Fury Country Hunter RT, 35-12-50 R22. What's your experience been like with those so far?
I have about 26,000 miles on them already. I rotate them religiously every 10,000. They're wearing even. I get no chopping, no cupping. And again, they didn't take a ton of weight to balance out between that and the rims. I would recommend them to anybody. I don't go in the woods with the truck, but dirt road driving, on highway driving, 80 miles an hour with the truck, and there's hardly any hum to them or anything. I like them a lot.
That's good to hear. Now, this size in particular, the 35s, is that a number you had in your head starting to build out, or is that just talk about why you chose the 35-12-50s?
So even with the 35s, I had to do minor trimming at the very back of the inside of the fender. 37s, every time I saw them online anywhere, everybody said they had to do a lot of trimming. I'm not a big fan of trimming, so I wanted to keep it to a minimum. With the setup I have now, with the extra 2 inches in there would be no trimming involved whatsoever. I had to do the 6-inch first. When I had just the 6-inch in there, I did have to trim.
And so you actually stacked the 2-inch MotoFab spacer on top of the Vertex coilover, and that's worked out well for you, it sounds like.
Absolutely. No negative issues whatsoever.
Before we get into the suspension specifically, let's finish out here on the Furies. Now, ride quality compared to stock, obviously we know we're talking about apples and oranges, but if you were to compare the two, what would you say?
Again, the Vertex do help a lot. But as far as the tires go, they're quiet on the road. The truck rides. Anybody who's gotten in my truck, everybody loves the way it rides. They can't believe that it's lifted as high as it is and everything else. So I honestly have to say, between the tires, the shocks, the lift, everything, it all went together perfect.
Not bad. Now let's get into that Zone kit. I've had a Zone kit in the past. You've had a few of them, it sounds like. Why did you go with the Zone kit again for your 2020?
So when I originally bought this, I was looking online and everybody during COVID, of course, and it was one of them, A, that was available at the time, and B, it was in my price range. And that's the honest truth. I like Zone. I have no issues with any of it. Even the powder coating through the winter has held up fairly well. All in all, I mean, I have no complaints with any. The front end of the line with the bracketry, everything is great with that kit.
Now, Steve, did you add the Vertex coilovers at the same time, or is that something you did down the road?
No, I actually did those about 5,000 miles after I had the Zone kit on the truck. I took the stock coilovers out, and then I put the Vertex in there.
We did the Vertex coilovers in addition to the Zone off-road kit. At what point did you determine, man, this just still isn't high enough for me, I need that 2-inch spacer?
When I was still rubbing just a little tiny bit. You know, driving the truck every single day, I hate, when I cut the wheel into my driveway or anything like that, I hated hitting just ever so slightly the inner fender well. So that's when I said, nope, that's it. So I put the 2 in the front and I put a 1 inch in the rear, and the truck sits dead level.
Very cool. And then ever since that, I mean, I know you probably, did you trim it all initially before the 2-inch level, or did you just kind of let it go?
Yes, I did trim. I actually trimmed about 1.5 inches off the very bottom of the inner fender well. And if you look now with the way the truck sits and I cut the wheel, I've got like 2.5 inches where the old bottom would sit, so I wouldn't need to trim at all.
How do you like how it looks? I mean, at the end of the day, you get in there, you park the truck at a grocery store, you look back at it. What are you thinking?
I love everything I've done to it is because of what I wanted, and I love every bit.
Now, we always like to ask a couple other questions here. Is there anything, Stephen, you do differently with your setup?
I do want to go bigger. As we sit here right now, I'm looking to go another 2 inches of lift, and I want to do 37s with no rub. So that's probably next on the agenda.
So what does that involve then? Because you already got, obviously, the bracketry in there for the Zone 6-inch setup. We got the 2-inch spacers. I mean, if you wanted to go another 2, are we dropping that diff down a little bit further? Are we adding some longer travel coilovers? How do you make that work?
I'm going to do a 2-inch body lift and not touch anything else on the suspension. And because the truck rides so good, I don't want to mess any of that up. So another 2 inches for a body lift, and 37s should clear with no trim.
All right, guys. Well, there you go. That was Stephen again with his 2020 Ram 1500 22x12 RBP Scorpion wheels. With the negative 49mm offset, 35 12 50R22 Fury Country Hunter RTs, and again making it all possible is that very unique combination of the Zone off-road 6-inch kit with the 2-inch MotoFab front spacer and those Vertex coilovers. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember, for all things truck, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.